And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear. I've I forgot the rest of that song.
What the hell are you doing?
It's the end of Oddities and Endtrails. It's the end.
Okay.
That does not justify you having to sing.
Yeah.
This is a theatrical performance. Okay, this is something brand
Where
new.
are my tomatoes I can throw at you? The rotten tomatoes.
I got a bucket over here.
You dare insult Sinatra?
I insult you.
That was Sinatra. Okay.
You're not
That's
Sinatra.
Well, I'm not Sinatra, but that's a classic Sinatra song.
You're not Sinatra.
Anyway, without further ado, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Odds and Ends Gaming and our last night of Oddities and Entrails. And we've been saying that we're going to have something special. I, of course, am the one, the only Espionage DB7, and I'm joined by Obsolete 2003.
Yo.
And also joining us is...
You know what? It's Halloween, so just go Nicholas Zombie.
Nicholas Zombie. Awesome. All right. So the man of many names, Nicholas Zombie, is joining, and we got a special treat for you tonight. It's movie night here on Odds and Ends Gaming, and some of you may have heard me mention that I have never ever seen the classic, the Night of the Living Dead, the original, and I hear that that's a cardinal sin around here.
It is.
So.
Yes, it is.
So what we're gonna do is, this movie has actually made its way into the public domain. Copyright was never renewed on it, so we're actually gonna have some fun and watch it. So without further ado, we invite you to join us as we take a look at Night of the Living Dead and get our thoughts.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Trick or treat.
On with the show. Is that company still around?
They're long out of business.
This was done back in 1968, so...
Is that when?
You can Google it.
So how far down the line of zombie films is this? I know White Zombie was the very first zombie film. How far, like how many zombie movies were there between that one and this one?
I believe that may be another Google question. But
Night
this is one of the first.
Of the Living Dead.
This is the first modern zombie movie.
George Romero.
May you rest in peace.
He'll come back as a zombie.
I'm sure a lot of these people are dead.
That's how we like to start off. Oh, they're half dead. All of them. Dead.
I
Dead?
didn't mean...
That guy's totally dead.
Isn't that the kind of car that Selena Gomez drives in
What?
in the new movie The Dead Don't Die?
Has a big time crush on Selena Gomez.
No, I do not.
He's just like, it's not the car she drives.
That explains the poster.
What poster?
Well, the tattoo you have.
I have no tattoos. What does that say? Cemetery entrance?
Yeah.
I don't have a tattoo.
You should get one.
Why?
They're fun.
My body is my temple. Or is it temple?
Tempo?
Temple.
What about your temple?
So, what would you say your age range, if you don't want to give your age, is?
My age rate?
Yeah, what's your age?
I'm 35.
How have you made it 35 years and not watched this?
I've spent the last... Hang on.
They ought to make the day the time changes, the first day of summer.
What?
Well, it's 8 o'clock and it's still light.
A lot of good the extra daylight does us. Now, we've still got a 3-hour drive back. We're not going to be home until after midnight.
Well, if it really bugged you, Johnny, you wouldn't do it.
You think I want to blow Sunday on a scene like this? You know, I figure we're either going to have to move Mother out here or move the grave into Pittsburgh.
She can't make a trip like this.
Oh, you know that she can. Is there any of that candy left?
No.
Look at this thing. We still remember. I don't. You know, I don't even remember what the man looks like.
Johnny, it takes you 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I have
5 minutes to put
pictures?
the wreath on the grave and 6 hours to drive back and forth. Mother wants to remember, so we trot 200 miles into the country and she stays at home.
Well, we're here, John, all right?
Test. Back on? Oh. Ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen, we're coming back on the air after an interruption due to technical problems.
Pontiac, that's another thing dead. S with your theme.
Pontiac. Well, this guy's gonna get the revenge of the spirits. He's, bashing the dead, basically.
Must have been the station.
It's a 3-hour drive. I wouldn't want to do that.
Wait, I thought he was talking about his mother. I thought he meant his mother was dead. He was gonna move her grave to Pittsburgh or whatever the hell.
No, I think it's like the dad.
He's gonna throw her in the trunk.
The dad's dead. The mom's elderly at home.
And he doesn't remember what his dad looked like?
Correct.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Didn't they have pictures?
Didn't he care about his dad?
Maybe not. Maybe we died young.
You'd gotten up earlier.
Oh, look, I only
Tragic.
lost an hour's sleep when the time changed.
I think you complain just to hear yourself talk.
Sounds like someone I know.
Shut the hell up. I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. I was like, here it comes in 3, 2. Trying to watch a movie here. Were you raised in a barn?
I wonder what happened to the one from last year. Each year we spend good money on these things. We come out here and the one from last year's gone.
Well, the flowers die, and the caretaker or somebody takes them away.
And a little spit and polish, clean this up, sell it next year. Wonder how many times we bought the same one.
Now, if I can only find a
Hey, come
phone
on,
booth.
Barb. Church was this
You
morning.
know he's hip because he has a polka dot necktie.
Friggin' Clark Kent. Oh, I thought he was tucking his tie into his pants. I was like, why the hell is he doing that? He's about to murder her?
It's cold out.
Prayings for church, huh? Come on.
Oh, what a
I haven't
jackass.
seen you in church lately.
Well, not much sense in my going to church. Do you remember one time when we were small, we were out here? It was from right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree, and Grandpa got all excited, and he shook his fist at me, and he said, "Boy, you'll be damned to hell." Right over there. Well, you used to really be scared here.
Johnny,
Well, you're still afraid.
stop it now. I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're ignorant.
They're coming.
Stop it. You're acting like a child.
We should tell him that from now on. You're ignorant.
There comes one of them.
Are you pointing at me?
Yes, I'm pointing at you.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here.
Johnny.
Who the hell is this?
It's a new character. He'll be introduced.
No! No! Johnny! Help
One of
me!
these.
This freaking. I thought we were watching Night of the Living Dead, not Dr. Frankenstein.
Well, technically, the Frankenstein's creature is a zombie.
Well, yeah, but
Some guts fight.
sometimes when we touch.
Oh, he's dead now.
Wait, don't they eat?
They like to hunt.
Fun fact: the brother is actually no. Oh, okay, never mind.
Talking about Bill Moseley.
You're ignorant.
Yeah,
But Bill Moseley's actually
The
the brother.
remake.
But yeah, the remake.
yeah.
Are they husband and wife or brother and sister?
The brother and sister. He said when we were kids, you were scared of this place,
I
and
didn't catch
Grandpa was
something
like,
because somebody was talking.
"What?
More like someone's not paying attention.
You're ignorant."
Aside from a rip in the shoulder of his suit, this guy's pretty darn clean for somebody who just rose out of the grave.
Look, it's black and white. You can't see all the grime.
And they're pretty smart. Just coast to safety. So is that a zombie or is he just on drugs?
It's a zombie. A zomboid.
You not see the shuffle?
Yeah. It's classic zombie shuffle. It's a big dent.
Way to just pin yourself in.
It's a slow descent in this big ass dent.
He doesn't seem to be a shambler.
Technically, she didn't have the key, so she really couldn't steer
I
the
know.
vehicle.
Yeah.
You can. She put it in neutral. Didn't
But she couldn't turn the wheel.
I'm surprised how easily she disregarded her brother.
He was dead.
She doesn't know that. He might have just been knocked out.
The zombie was going after her.
Man, this zombie the tracker.
Dude, does this look familiar to you?
From the game, the No More Room in Hell thing.
Yes. This is what I was losing my shit over.
You're always losing your shit. You never had any shit. Wait.
What?
I mean, nothing.
So ignorant.
Shut up. That ain't no baby.
It's not that time yet.
That's your catchphrase, not so ignorant. That's what I'm getting.
I can have multiple catchphrases.
No, you can't.
I have multiple names.
Yes. So,
Variety is the spice of life.
she safely got away from the zombie. Now she's
She locked herself in a room.
She's in a home. A lovely home.
I do like that the action starts right away. That's one thing that I kind of miss about old movies. They don't have to build up all this narration bullshit and backstory.
Film was expensive. Gotta get going.
The hell is that thing on the wall? It's a
Deer.
rug. Yeah, is that what it is? A deer?
Looks like it.
some type of dead animal.
Yeah. Boar, deer.
Speaking of dead animals,
I will say that the game, the No More Room in Hell, I think they did a really good job recreating this environment.
Fuck your laundry. I remember those phones.
I still have one of those phones.
Why?
They make good blunt objects.
That's true. Also, it's fun just to spin every once in a while.
Yeah.
Hey, rotary phones were the shit.
Look how dark it got.
Uh-oh.
It's still light shining through, but it's dark outside now.
Come, brothers. She's in here.
Where'd she get the knife?
In the kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I missed it.
She gonna fall backwards? Oh, I thought she was. Did they shine a spotlight on her? Oh. Too much starch in my pants.
It's all right. Don't worry about him. I can handle him. Probably be a lot more of them as soon as they find out about us. The truck is out of gas. This pump out here is locked. Is there a key?
The gas pumps from
We can
the
try
game.
and get out of here if we can get some gas. Is there a key?
She's catatonic.
I suppose you've tried this.
Is that the sound phones made?
Do you live here?
Jesus. That thing's been dead for a while. Why hasn't it gotten back up?
We've got to
I wonder if that was the inspiration for Tarn Man.
some other people.
I don't know.
Right? It kind of looks like it.
A little bit.
Maybe we better take some food. I'll see if I can find some food.
This is a beautiful house.
Schnozberries, just like schnozberries.
Did they ever tell her she's not supposed to run with knives?
There's zombies now. Like, all the rules are gone.
What's happening?
How do you think it's happening?
What's happening?
The fuck? Fuck your truck.
Two of them. There are two of them out there. Have you seen any more around here? I can take care of those two.
I don't
I know you're afraid, but we have
I don't know! I don't know! What's happening?
Got a bone to pick with you.
Zombies are really well dressed.
That's what I'm saying. For guys that just got out of the grave, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Well, I mean,
Maybe they're fresh graves.
they seem to be fresh, like really fresh.
This one, not so much.
Nah. This guy's ripe.
He was just in a car accident, and he's like, "Excuse me, I could use some help," and they kill him.
Kill it!
Jesus.
She is terrified.
I mean, the guy's already dealt with two. The least she can do is hand him the crowbar.
Look, he got it.
Or the tire iron. Oh.
I think she's still in shock.
Well, this seems to be a fairly new happening. I'm sure he hasn't had time to cope with all of it.
People deal with stuff differently.
He's like, I've been waiting for this all my life. Tom Hanks from The Burbs?
He ain't pretty no more.
Uh-oh.
This is why I always get mad at S to close the door behind him in 7 days.
It's the neighbor. Listen, we have complaints of noise. You gotta keep it down.
We're in here now.
How does S handle a zombie apocalypse?
I'm not sure.
Don't look at it.
What are you doing?
Have we had one?
No, I'm just saying, how would you handle that?
Probably die.
Oh.
Remember Zombie
Oh, okay.
The fatties go first. Plus, he's made it abundantly clear that he would have no problem, like, sacrificing me to save himself.
Yeah, I think it was like way back in middle school. I told him that the zombies came out, take out his knee.
Leave me as food.
Yeah.
Don't forget, though, karma's a bitch.
Wait, my knee kind of hurts. Yeah, it's fine.
Like when Mo attacked Mr. Burns, like, take that! I was like, oh, my knee feels better. Like, I'm gonna have a bum knee that I was having problems with. You're gonna take it out, it's gonna fix it. So these zombies seem to have murderous intent with no real reason. Like, I haven't seen them try to eat anything.
There's that corpse up there they ate.
It just looked rotten. I don't know if it looked eaten.
No, that was a freshly eaten corpse.
Was it?
Yeah.
Get some more lights on in this house.
The toolbox? Yeah. Alright, you need to be done being terrified
It
beyond that.
just happened. This is all in real time.
Why don't you see if you can find some wood, some boards, something there by the fireplace, something we can nail the place up. God damn.
I hear you.
Look, I know you're afraid. I'm afraid too. But we have to try to board the house up together. Now, I'm going to board up the windows and the doors. Do you understand? We'll be all right here. We'll be all right here until someone comes to rescue us. But we'll have to work together. You'll have to help me. Now, I want you to go in and get some wood so I can board the place up. Do you understand? Okay? Okay?
Why did she abandon her knife?
She's safe.
You never know.
I mean, yeah, but...
Man, this guy's carrying everything, like, literally and figuratively.
He wants to survive.
Yep, that's the name of the game. He's
Well, that's what I mean. Like, she's moving over there at a snail's pace. I mean, I get it. She's, like he said, I get it. You're scared, but you need her help.
fine on his own.
Look at those horns. Symbolism.
No.
She's a deer. Guys gathering big ass boards and she gets these little twigs.
Just firewood.
She's still contributing.
It takes a village.
Here you go. I see you got everything well in hand. Well, I guess she did just lose her brother.
But yeah. Her brother died. Some corpse went after her. She didn't get to finish paying off that car.
She has no shoes.
No shoes.
He has no shoes?
She has no shoes.
Yep, this is a door, alright.
Also, she's 3 hours away from a home. Her mom's totally dead.
How do you don't know what's happening there?
The same thing.
Not that strong. Yeah, I want you to pick out some nails. Pick out the biggest ones you can find.
Could be an isolated incident.
Nah.
Yeah, this room looks pretty secure. If we have to, we can run in here and board up the doors. Won't be long before those things be back pounding their way in here. They're afraid now. They're afraid of fire. I found that out.
So they don't seem... Interesting, they don't seem to be mindless in this. I actually missed that. I missed
Place
the
back down the road called Beekman's.
coherent
Beekman's Diner.
zombie.
Like in
Yeah,
what?
that's where I found that truck I
Like
had.
Return of the Living Dead.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
There's a radio on the
It's a
truck.
different type of zombie, though.
I jumped in to listen to it.
Send more paramedics.
When a big gasoline truck came screaming right across the road. But there must have been 10, 15 of those things.
Are we doing that
chasing
next year?
after, grabbing and holding on.
Depends if it's public domain.
I mean,
Now, I didn't see it
cares?
at first.
it's a good movie.
Damn
Just
well
see
it
that
is.
the truck was moving in a funny way. And those things were catching up to it. The truck went right across the road. Slammed on my brakes to keep from hitting it myself. It went right through the guardrail. I guess the driver must have cut off the road into that gas station by Beekman's Diner. It went right through the billboard, ripped over a gas pump, and never stopped moving. By now it's like a moving bonfire. You didn't know if the truck was going to explode or what.
We didn't have the budget to show that.
I will tell you.
Screaming. This thing is just backing away from it. I looked back at the diner to see if there was anyone there who could help me. It was when I noticed that the entire place had been encircled. There wasn't a sign of life left except
She's not even paying attention.
more screams.
It's like, oh, I broke a nail.
He's pouring his heart out.
I was alone with 50 or 60 of those things, just standing there, staring at me. I started to drive. I just plowed right through them. They didn't move, they didn't run, or
That's my name.
just stood there, staring at me. Just wanted to crush them. They scattered through the air like bugs.
Like dust in the wind.
We were riding in the cemetery. Johnny and me. Johnny.
Be good.
Johnny be dead.
We came to put a wreath on my father's grave. Johnny and he said, "Can I have some candy, Barbara?" We didn't have any. And it's hot in here. Hot.
This is a weird way to start a porno.
Night of the Living Head.
Why did we start so late? And I said, "Johnny, if you'd gotten up earlier, we wouldn't be late." Johnny,
How are you late to a cemetery?
and I said, "I'm not afraid, Johnny."
I think everybody in a cemetery is late.
And then
Hey.
this man started walking up the road.
Dum-tsh.
He came slowly, and Johnny kept teasing me and saying, "He's coming to get you, Barbara." And I laughed at him and said, "Johnny, stop it."
She didn't laugh. She was scared.
Johnny ran away.
Exactly.
She's trying to make herself sound cool.
I went up to this man, and I was going to apologize.
She didn't go up to him either.
She's just lying.
And I said, "Good evening." And he grabbed me.
I don't think she even said good evening. Did she say anything?
She might have. She might
And
have.
he ripped at me.
I think she was like, "I'm sorry," and then he.
I think you should just calm down.
Woman, calm down.
"Johnny! Johnny, help me! Oh, help me!"
You're tearing me apart.
And then Johnny came and he ran and he fought this man. And I got so
He
mad.
gave him 1-4.
I ran.
So far away.
He just ran.
I walk along the avenue.
We had to wait for Johnny.
So she thinks he could still be
We
alive.
had to go out and get him.
She abandoned him, but yeah.
We have to go out and get Johnny. He's out there. Please, don't you hear me? We've got to go out and get him.
If I was this dude, I'd be like, I've been doing all this work and now you want me to do
He's
this?
ignoring her. He's just like, yeah. Keep talking.
Please.
Don't you know what's going on out there? This is no Sunday school picnic.
Don't you understand? My brother is alone!
Your brother is dead.
No! My brother is not dead!
Now, you gotta remember when this movie was made.
How can you slap? How can you slap? Have you ever seen that video?
No.
How can she slap?
No. You're alone on this one.
It's a meme video.
Yeah, that's all you.
Yeah. Trying to be hip.
I'm not trying to be hip. Oh, where's this going?
Appeal to the millennials. Next you're gonna start saying yeet.
I like how he basically started undressing her and then we had a crossfade. You know what that means.
It's hot. She said it was hot. He knocked her out, but you know.
Holy shit, is that one of those old TVs?
What? No.
Or is it a radio?
It's a radio.
There are TVs that had the little circular
It's the 60s, not like the 1930s.
Crisis, which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night. This station
Try to listen here.
this part of the country
So ignorant.
in their resources to an emergency network hookup to keep you informed of all developments. At this hour, we repeat, these are the facts as we know them. There is an epidemic of mass murder being committed by a virtual army of unidentified assassins. The murders of and some apparent pattern or reason for the slayings. It seems to be a sudden, general explosion of mass homicide.
Now I want to listen to White Zombie.
Eyewitnesses say they are ordinary-looking people. Some say they appear to be in a kind of trance. Others describe them as being
As being
6 foot tall and incredibly attractive.
Hooks for hands.
So at this point, there is no really authentic way for us to say
Peg leg
what
and
to look for and guard yourself
only one eye.
misshapen monsters. Reaction of law enforcement officials is one of complete bewilderment this hour. So far, we have been unable to determine that any kind of organized investigation is yet underway. Police, sheriff's deputies, and emergency ambulances are literally deluged with calls for help. The scene can best be described as mayhem. Mayors of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Miami, along with the governors of several eastern and midwestern states, have indicated the National Guard may be mobilized.
Students are probably like, man, I'm fucking trying to get some peace and quiet around here.
I mean, she was kind of quiet.
Citizens to stay in their homes behind locked doors. Do not venture outside.
It's probably like, fuck, I'm sorry I got her to talk.
And until we can advise what course of action to take.
Now that's ignorant.
TV or any special instructions as this crisis.
I am not a fan of the damsel in distress thing. I am glad that they have evolved female characters in movies past that.
In spite of this urging and warning, streets and highways.
He's just trying to walk it back now.
Oh, shut up.
I, for one, love women.
Shut up. Hey, who's gonna have the hot seat?
Yeah, take that. There's more where that came from.
No! Carbon emissions!
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just received word that the president has called a meeting of his cabinet to deal with the sudden epidemic of murder which has seized the eastern third of this nation. The meeting is scheduled.
The eastern third?
Members of the presidential cabinet.
Damn, okay, it is widespread.
See?
Have you not listened to the radio broadcasting? There's a widespread
epidemic.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how widespread. Widespread can.
It's widespread.
Latest dispatch just received in our
I told you, that mom is dead.
Word also from National Press Services in Washington, D.C. now tells us that the emergency presidential conference, which we've just mentioned, will include high-ranking scientists from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
What if they're like,
What the hell's NASA gonna be doing in this?
There's this. Did you see that flash of light?
No.
There's a flash of light. If you paid attention and wasn't so ignorant.
I'm trying to pay attention. It's hard when I have these people talking over the movie.
We've been quiet this whole time.
This news as it develops. We urge you to stay tuned to radio and TV and to stay indoors at all costs. Late reports reaching this newsroom tell of frightened people seeking refuge in churches, schools, and government buildings, demanding shelter and protection from the wholesale murder which apparently is engulfing much of the nation.
Much of the nation.
Zombie Nation?
Zombo. Look how tired he is. Like, jeez.
Well, he's doing a lot.
He is doing a lot. But, like, oof.
Tell the people, for God's sake, to get off the street. Tell them to go home and lock their doors and windows up tight. We don't know what kind of murder-happy characters we have here.
Murder happy characters. Should have been the name of the movie.
Man, I am out of breath. You know what helped? A cigarette.
These eyewitness accounts very often describe the murderers as ordinary-looking people, misshapen monsters, people who look like they're in a trance, and things that look like people but act like animals. Some eyewitnesses tell of seeing
I wonder if she'll like these.
as though they had been torn apart. This whole ghastly story began developing 2 days ago with the report of the slaying of a family of 7 and their brother.
Ooh. Did the radio say a reign of terror that has hopscotched across the country?
Yes.
It was the 60s. A simpler time.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. Let's go to press. Just imagine the zombies literally hopscotching.
Eastern portion of Texas.
Oh, God.
Eastern Texas.
Reported around the Houston and Galveston areas, but nothing like.
I found a gun and some bullets out there.
It was only late yesterday.
Oh, and
when it
these.
became clear we were facing some
slapped
kind
me.
of national emergency. When first reports
She needed a nap.
newsmen and law enforcement agencies were of the opinion
This
that
place is boarded up pretty solid now.
in nature.
We ought to be all right here for a while.
Dramatically, it was soon apparent that
We have
this
a
was
gun
nothing
and
more than the
bullets,
run of lawlessness.
food, and the radio.
Began to suspect an obscure kind of conspiracy.
Sooner or later, someone bound to come and get us out.
Yeah, I keep thinking that.
So again,
It honestly sounds nice.
government agencies urging you to seek shelter in a building.
There are worse places to be in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
Says we're doing all right.
like in a graveyard.
And keep tuned to your radio and television for survival instruction and further details of this continuing story.
Look, I don't know if you're hearing me,
Goes on in the absence of any
but I'm going upstairs now.
almost as though some critical balance
If anything should try to break in here, I can hear it from up there. I'll be down to take care of it.
we repeat this radio station.
Everything is all right for now. I'll be back to reinforce the windows and doors later. But you'll be all right for now, okay? Okay.
Civil defense officials in Cumberland
Yeah, he's actually a nice guy. He could be a
show evidence of
like-
having been partially devoured by their murderers.
could have essentially given her up for bait or whatever by this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
He's the hero.
Does that
of
look
the
like an
story.
eating body to you?
The face. The face is where the best flesh is.
They just chewed up her face and left everything else. The meaty calves.
What
Look
do
at those
zombies love?
calves. I don't know.
Brains.
Look, there's plenty of meat still left on that body.
If you're listening to the radio, you're seeing that the victims are partially eaten.
Partially. There's only so much room in the stomach.
Consistent reports from witnesses to the effect that people who acted as though they were in a kind of trance were killing and eating their victims prompted authorities to examine the bodies of some of the victims. Medical authorities in Cumberland have concluded that in all cases, the killers are eating the flesh of the people they murdered.
Eating
Repeating
the
this
flesh.
latest bulletin received moments ago from Cumberland, Maryland, civil defense authorities
Hey, Zenith. Is that company still around?
show evidence of having been partially devoured by
Google
their
it.
murderers. Medical
Google
examination
it, you at home.
bodies shows conclusively
Mr. Coffee.
killers are eating
How are you enjoying the
flesh
show?
of the people they kill.
Hello, Mike.
And so this incredible story becomes more ghastly with each report. It's difficult to imagine such a thing actually happening, but these are the reports we have been receiving and passing on to you. Reports which have been verified as completely as is possible in this confused situation. It is happening. It
Oh,
would appear
fuck.
that no one is safe from this wave of mass murder.
Oh, what the fuck? I get up to get a soda and
So you don't leave.
And we told him
Yeah.
before we started the movie to make sure you're good to go.
You comfy? I'm fine. I don't need anything. You know what that was? Ignorant.
oh, shut up.
I love this new catchphrase.
Safest place.
You mean you didn't hear the racket we were making up here?
How are we supposed to know what was going on? Could have been those things for all we knew.
That girl was screaming. Surely you must know what a girl screaming sounds like. Those things don't make any noise. Anybody would know somebody ever needed help.
Look, it's kind of hard to hear what's going on from down there.
We thought we could hear screams, but for all we knew, that could have meant those things were in the house afterward.
And you wouldn't come up and help.
Well, if there were more,
The racket sounded like the place was being ripped apart. How were we supposed to know what was going on?
Now wait a minute. You just got finished saying you couldn't hear from down there. Now you say it sounded like the place was being ripped apart. It would be nice if you get your story straight, man.
All right, now you tell me. I'm not going to take that kind of a chance when we got a safe place. We luck into a safe place, and you're telling us we got to risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
all right, why don't we settle this?
Look, mister, we came up. Okay, we're here. Now I suggest we all go back downstairs before any of those things find out we're in here.
They can't get in here.
You got the whole place boarded up?
Yeah, most of it. All but a few spots upstairs. They won't be hard to fix.
You're insane. The cellar's the safest place.
I'm telling you, they can't get in here.
And I'm telling you, those things turned over our car. We were damn lucky to get away at all. Now you tell me those things can't get through this lousy pile of wood?
His wife and kids downstairs. The kid's hurt.
We've met our villain.
Well, thanks for the spoiler.
Everything up, Mr. Cooper.
He's a dick. It's obvious.
Dicks in movies and they don't necessarily are the villain?
All that that stuff down.
Listen, there's a lot of people in this movie, so
You know that?
I thought the villains were the zombies.
All these windows, you're gonna.
that's where
make
you're
them strong
wrong.
enough to keep
That's
these
where
things
that ignorance shows.
Don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them and pushed them down around the
Love
wall.
it.
down. You hear me when I told you they turned over our car?
Oh, hell, any good 5 men can do that.
That's my point. Only there's not going to be 5 or even 10. There's going to be 20, 30, maybe 100 of those things. And as soon as they know we're here, this place is going to be crawling with them.
Well,
So let's keep yelling at each other.
to get us wherever we are.
Look, the cellar. The cellar,
Look how high his pants are.
that's all we have to protect.
Remember the time era that this
For the
is.
inside. But up here, all
You
these
talking to me about the time when you thought that tiny little thing was a TV.
But down in the cellar, there's no place.
Back in the 60s, men's waistlines were about a foot higher than they are now.
Were their belly buttons higher too?
We can get out of here if we have to. And we got windows to see what's going on outside. But down
This time,
The guy looks like Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber.
even know it.
But the
the
cellar,
haircut.
Yeah, the cereal bowl haircut.
Cellar's a death trap.
I don't know, Mr. Cooper. I think he's right. You know how many's out there?
I don't know. Maybe 6 or 7.
look, you two can do whatever you like. I'm going back down to the cellar, and you better decide. Because I'm going to board up that door, and I'm not going to unlock it again no matter what happens.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Cooper.
No, I'm not going to wait. I've made my decision, now you make yours.
Now, wait a minute. Let's think about this. We can make it to the cellar if we have to.
Exactly.
And if we do decide to stay down there, we'll need some things from up here. So let's at least consider this a while.
Now, there's the voice of reason.
You box yourself in the cellar and those things get in the house, you've had it. At least up here you have a fighting chance.
Plus, they have a fallback position with the cellar.
Yeah, it looks like about 8 or 10 out there now.
It's more than there were. There are a lot out back, too.
Missed a few spots, eh? What is he trying to ice pick their hands?
Fucking just your fingers. Yeah, you like that?
I think that's like the iconic Resident Evil 2 where the hands bust through the window to try and grab you.
You know what? This
Why
explains
is
Call of
he-
Duty Zombies when you just knife them at the window. Gaming reference.
Now I'm mad.
It's all right.
Is that a Smith & Wesson? Oh, yeah. That's a fine weapon you got there. Didn't he just give that exact look?
Holy crap.
So what's more iconic? The house from this movie or the cabin from Evil Dead? Oh. It's a full moon tonight. Julius Caesar?
You gotta fix these boards.
Hakuna Matata.
You're crazy. Those things are going to be at every window and door in this place. We've got to get down into the cellar.
Go down in that damn cellar. Get out of here!
And dude's obsessed with the cellar.
I'm taking a girl with me.
Leave her here. Keep your hands off her. And everything else that's up here, too. Because if I stay up here, I'm fighting for everything up here. And the radio and the food is part of what I'm fighting for. Now, if you're going down the cellar, get.
The man's insane.
Don't get.
Insane. We've got to have food down there. We've got a right.
This is your house.
We've got a right.
You going down there with him?
Well,
Yes or no? This is your last chance. No beating around the bush.
Listen, I got a kid down there. She can't possibly. I couldn't bring her up here. She can't possibly take all the racket and those things smashing through the windows.
Well, you're her father. If you're stupid enough to go die in that trap, that's your business. However, I am not stupid enough to follow you. It is tough for the kid that old man is so stupid. Now, get the hell down in the cellar. You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
I like that guy.
Yeah, he's great.
What's his name? Like the character's name? Has he had a given a name?
Open this door again.
Did he give his name during the story?
I don't think he has. They never did formally introduce themselves.
We only know Barbara and Johnny.
Wait a minute.
And Mr. Cooper.
Judy?
There we go. We got Judy now.
We're gonna let them get hurt too, huh? It's all right, honey. Go ahead.
If we stick together, man, we can fix it up real good. There's lots of places we can run to up here. Mr. Cooper, we'd all be a lot better off if all three of us were working together.
What do you say, huh?
Hey. Hey, kid.
Don't make me hit you again.
He's wrong, you know. I'm not boxing myself in down there.
And what happens when he runs out of cigarettes?
Now we're safe now.
If this was a modern movie, he'd be vaping.
What about Tom and Judy?
They want to stay up there, let them. There's two other people upstairs.
So help me, you can't trust a man who doesn't wear his pants as high as I do.
Yeah, but I didn't know who they were, and I wasn't about to take any unnecessary chances.
Of course not, Harry.
And people loved the smoke back then.
Oh, it's before the Surgeon General's warning.
Is she all right?
I don't know what it is.
What a loving father.
Warm. Maybe it's shock.
Just crush your forehead. Yeah, she's
Where'd
fine.
you get the bandage?
Some laundry in a basket. I tore a sheet.
Let them stay upstairs. Let them.
So let him.
Too many ways those monsters can get in up there. We'll see who's right. We'll see when they come begging me to let them in down here.
That's important, isn't it?
What?
To be right, everybody else to be wrong.
What do you mean by that?
Sounds like someone I know.
Does anyone up there know why we're being...
Okay, I wasn't expecting that one.
Whatever it isn't just happening here. It's some kind of mass murder. It's going on everywhere.
He's letting it sit in.
Stay inside.
Radio?
Radio upstairs. I heard a news bulletin.
There's a radio upstairs and you boarded us in down here?
I know what they're doing.
What did it say?
Nothing. Nothing. They don't know.
We're just playing that hip hop music.
Yeah, I was playing the game.
Where and people are supposed to look for a safe place to hide.
Take the boards off that door.
We are staying down here, Helen.
Harry, that radio is at least some kind of communication. If the authorities know what's happening, well, they'll send people for us to tell us what to do. How are we going to know what's going on if we lock ourselves in this dungeon?
It just made me throw away a perfectly good cigarette.
We may not enjoy living together, but dying together isn't going to solve anything. Those people aren't our enemies.
Mr. Cooper, Ben found a television set upstairs.
Let's go up. Tom?
Yeah.
If
What the-
Judy would come downstairs for a few minutes, Harry and I could come upstairs.
Okay, yeah, right away.
Up there, there's so much room.
Do it.
Where babies burp and flowers bloom.
Look, honey, nothing's gonna get done with them down there and us up here. Do this for me.
Okay, open up.
What's the password? Also, that's not much of a board up job.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta get out.
It's still a way to lock the door.
Yeah, but if they get in through all of the fortifications that he did, what the hell does he think that one door is gonna do?
We'll set up some like Home Alone traps.
Man, even the basement from the No More Room in Hell looks like this one.
That's cool.
They did do a good job.
Random fun fact. Barbara is the girl's name. in Shaun of the Dead, that's the name of his mom. And in one scene when he's talking to her, he's like, "We're coming to get you, Barbara."
I remember that.
That's a reference to this movie.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
I did not know that. I've seen that. I've seen Shaun of the Dead many times, but
That's great.
obviously
That's
know
a
that.
reference.
I gotta go help Ben with the television.
Gotta go find somewhere else to be paranoid. Was that this door creaking, or was it a door in the movie?
Oh, you don't know. They just love the smoke. You got a cigarette?
Don't be afraid of me. I'm Helen Cooper, Harry's wife.
This place is ridiculous. Look at this.
Oh, would you stop complaining?
Up here. Give me one of those.
God damn.
Yeah, there you go.
Her brother was
Thinking about all the vaping that we happen right now. Just chunky clouds.
Chunky clouds.
That's what the vape people say. I don't know what the fuck they're all.
Windows. I can't see a damn thing. There could be 15 million of those things out there.
Fucking this movie could be.
There's like 20 millions.
Why don't you do something to help somebody?
Yeah.
Oh, the dude's just pacing around complaining. He's worse than the chick.
Yeah. Mind you of somebody?
There's a socket over here.
When do I ever just pace around and complain? When do I ever complain?
Whenever we play General Jousting.
Sounds like you're complaining right now.
Yeah.
You don't know what we're talking about.
Is there anything I can do?
He knew enough. He knew enough.
If you stay up here, you take
I just hear complaining, specifically from you.
Is that an ironing board?
There's no sound. Play with the rabbit ears.
Rabbit is.
Play with the rabbit ears.
Look at that crystal clear picture.
Mass hysteria. What do they think? We're imagining all this? Shut up!
In all parts of the country.
Don't argue with the man with the gun.
Sweeping the eastern third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came from people who were understandably frightened and almost incoherent. Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, the reports persisted, and medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured.
Just the faces.
I think we have some late word just arriving, and I'll interrupt to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims.
Cue guitar.
So just the unburied one.
Here to believe what we're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact. When this emergency first began, radio and television was advising people to stay inside, behind locked doors for safety. Well, that situation has now changed. We're able to report a definite course of action for you. Civil defense machinery has been organized to provide rescue stations with food, shelter, medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout our news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you and make your way to that location as soon as possible.
So we have that truck. If we can get some gas, we can get out of here.
There's a pump out by the shed.
I know, that's why I pulled in here, but it's locked.
Called this afternoon by the President. Since convening this conference of the Presidential Cabinet, the FBI, the Joint Chiefs of Staff,
Zombie is just gonna bust in, right?
not produced any public information. Why are space experts being consulted about an Earth-bound emergency?
Yeah, that's what the fuck I was wondering.
So far, all the betting on the answer to that question centers on the recent Explorer satellite shot to Venus. That satellite, you'll recall, started back to Earth, but never got here. That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA when scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation with it. Could that radiation be somehow responsible for the wholesale murders we're now suffering? Newsman Don Quinn in Washington has posed those questions.
It's obvious our best move is to try to get out of here.
How are you going to get over to that pump? Look!
You're coming from a meeting regarding the explosion of the Venus probe, is that right?
Yes, that was the subject of the meeting.
They have to have the wires on all the microphones. That's crazy. Well, do you think how far we've come?
Would you feel that the radiation on the Venus probe is enough to cause these mutations?
There was a very high degree of radiation. Well, just a minute. I'm not sure that that's certain at all. I don't think that has been irrefutably
explanation that we have at this time.
In other words, it is the military's viewpoint that the radiation is not the cause.
Well, it looks like there's still functioning cities.
I can't speak for the entire military at this time, gentlemen. I must disagree with these gentlemen presently until we...
it's a military city.
Proved.
Everything is being done that can be done.
We'll have to hurry for our next meeting.
Let's just walk into traffic to get away from these guys.
Connection as far as Dr. Keller and myself.
This is
Doctor,
DC.
Please, I thought we decided that is not proved yet.
Was the satellite, when the satellite was exploded?
Unusual amount of radiation, enough to cause mutation under certain circumstances.
Could have happened.
Have a bearing on it.
It does seem to have a bearing.
Will there be a...
I mean, is this any time to be secretive with the people?
Will be replied.
Yes.
Later this afternoon. There will be a...
Oh, my knee.
Later. We are doing
Oh, you forgot your microphone. Hey, my microphone!
Let's get the fuck out of here.
We've heard all we need to know. We have to try to get out of here.
He said the rescue stations have doctors and medical supplies. If we could get Karen there, we could get help for her.
Well, is one of the world's foremost authorities on space science and technology.
Willard. I saw a sign that said Willard.
It's only about 17 miles from here.
You know this area. You from around here?
Judy and I are both from around here. We were on our way up to the lake to go swimming. And Judy had a radio, and we heard the first reports about this. So
Is that truck big enough to take everybody?
Came in and found the lady upstairs dead.
If you can go and scout.
We went down into the basement and put a bar across the door, and it is pretty strong.
How could we possibly get away from here? We've got a sick child, 2 women, 1 woman out of her head, 3 men, and the place is surrounded with these things.
You're like the biggest liability, pal.
Your entire staff
That dude needs to shut up.
has been working very hard to find some solution to these things that are happening. Do you have any answers at this time?
Yes, we have some answers. But first, let me stress the importance of seeking medical attention for anyone who's been injured in any way. We don't know yet what complications might result from such injuries.
How bad has your kid been hurt?
Now, how about the basic...
Was she bitten?
Look, you go down there and tell, Judy? Yeah, you tell Judy to come up here and you stay with the kid, all right?
In the cold room at the university, we had a cadaver from which all 4 limbs had been amputated. Sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and began to move its trunk. It was dead, but it opened its eyes and tried to move.
They want you upstairs. Did she ask for me?
She hasn't done anything.
I don't understand. Baby. It's Mommy.
I heard. I'll come back down as soon as I find out what they want.
Thank you, Judy.
The body should be disposed of at once, preferably by cremation.
Well, how long after death, then, does the body become reactivated?
It's only a matter of minutes.
Minutes? Well, that doesn't give people time to make any arrangements.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't give them time to make funeral arrangements. The bodies must be carried to the street and burned. They must be burned immediately. Soak them with gasoline and burn them. The bereaved will have to forego the dubious comforts that a funeral service will give. They're just dead flesh and dangerous.
I see.
Judy, I need you to find some bedspreads or sheets to tear up in this
We'll
hall.
spread the ashes around later. Right now, just burn the hell out of them.
Yes.
We need some bottles or jars. Make
There's a lot of
bottles.
good clips from like the radio and TV for metal bands to use out of this whole thing.
I'll look for the bottle.
Dead flesh.
Down there. There may be a key to the gas pump on it.
I'll check.
We can toss the cocktails from a window upstairs. Meantime, a couple of us can go out and try to get the gas and come back for the rest of the people.
But that'll leave a door open someplace.
Well, if they're afraid of fire, why can't they just take all torches and just walk out swinging torches around?
Not Frankenstein.
Strength in
It's-
numbers.
Fruit jars in the
It seemed like they were backing up at the sight of fire.
gas pump out back.
I'm not really that used to the truck. I found it abandoned.
I can handle the truck, no sweat.
You're it then. You and I'll go.
And we ain't coming back for these people, I'll tell you that.
Whatever lumber we find behind the cellar door. You can go upstairs and toss the cocktails from a window. Tom, you and I will have to unboard this door. After you toss the cocktails, you hustle back down here and lock this door. It's no good to board it up because we'll have to get back in quickly. After we get the gas and get back into the house, then we'll worry about getting everybody into the truck. Now let's move it.
Solid game plan.
Yep. My man's a man of action there, man.
Now let's see the execution.
We will need many, many more such rescue stations.
Reminds me of many a time in our video games when we make a plan and it just goes to shit. Like,
whose fault is that?
See, am I saying any?
Smile like that all the time.
Ignorant.
Doing a stealth mission and activating the super and then just rushing in.
Are you still on that?
Ooh, what happened there?
Are you sure about the phone?
The phone is
That was like months ago. That was like over a year ago.
What happened?
If I could only call the folks.
It was a
They're
stealth
gonna be so
mission.
worried about us.
And we're trying to sneak through.
As soon as
And
we
he
get to
pops the
Willard,
special.
we'll call them. They might
He's
even
like,
be
well, I'm
there.
not gonna waste it. So he goes charging into the bad guys.
Not gonna waste it.
Tom,
Did we die?
sure we're doing the right
But did we die?
You are about getting out of here?
Yeah.
That's not the point.
Tell
We
me,
got more XP for killing them.
we've got to get to a rescue station.
I'm trying to get to a rescue station.
Come on, honey, you're starting to sound like Mr. Cooper now.
But why do you have to go out there?
Look, I know how to handle that truck, and I can handle the pump. Ben doesn't know anything about that stuff.
I don't know how to pump gas.
Ben, is that the guy's name?
Yeah.
The main.
It's Ben.
We're safe now.
Uncle Ben.
But there's going to be more and more of those things.
I know all that.
I mean, the Spider-Man thing.
Yes, we got it.
Just want to make sure. You're thinking about the rice.
When we had the right to
Spinning a trumpet? Or no, that's Zatarans. The guy that dances to the
This is good. Dangerous. Saturans.
But you're the one that brought up Uncle Ben's rice.
Spider-Man. Zatarans.
I got work to do.
We're trying to watch the movie.
You're talking about rice.
That's
just ignorant.
You're talking about rice.
Settle down.
You settled down. You tell you.
That's the first settle down night. We made it pretty far.
We better get her downstairs.
We have to go downstairs now, Barbara.
Man, she's just
yeah. She's horrible.
Go downstairs now, just for a little while until we get back.
They fixed it a lot in the
We
remake.
can all leave.
Oh, I'd like to leave. Yes.
We gotta go find my brother.
Oh, I like that.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna confess something.
Yeah.
I did not know there was a remake of this movie. There's a remake?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I mean, you haven't seen it, so.
No, at least I haven't seen the original either.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you haven't seen this, you wouldn't see the second one, or the remake.
I saw the remake of The Blob without seeing the original.
Yeah. It's different. It's not a zombie movie.
It's a Blob movie.
Yeah. It was the last time anyone talked about The Blob.
And The Blob's iconic.
Yeah?
They should remake The Blob again. Not that Blob.
That Blob's more iconic than the old Blob.
No, it's not. A lot of people know about The Blob.
Yeah, it's not. You think zombies, Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon. You say The Blob, and you're like, what?
People know about The Blob.
Executing the plan now.
See how it goes.
Notice how he did not set himself on fire with the Molotov.
Oh.
What do you mean? Only an idiot would do that.
He's trying to get them away from that truck, right?
And as well as the door, because you have to open the door to get to the truck.
Be funny if he sets the truck on fire.
That was a zombie stripper.
He was a zombie stripper. Get it? Because he stripped the zombie?
I don't understand why she ran out. We made a bad choice.
Come on!
Get the fuck in there already. Where are the cigarettes?
That's later.
Yeah, alright, they're not really backing up now.
You like that?
Jump in the back of the bed already.
Yes, it's a lot's going on. Oh, fuck.
Now they're on.
To be honest,
so good with this, this plan.
It could have gone way worse.
Well, they're not exactly speeding off either.
It's an old truck. It's on a dirt road.
It's almost out of gas.
It wasn't old when this came out.
It's on a dirt road, though.
It's a...
And cars back then went slower.
Oh, shit. Even that is faithful, yeah. I'm just gonna set this here.
That looks like an old truck for even back then.
Yeah, it was like from the 1940s or something.
Yeah.
Shooting at a gas pump. That makes sense.
Hey, look, it worked.
Yeah. It worked.
Yeah. Well, not the shooting, but the shooting worked. That did. Look how calm and collected he is.
This guy, this is a guy, a man of action. This dude's been waiting for shit to go wrong.
It's just still there. The fire.
The fire.
It's catching up. It's catching up.
We can't lose this.
It's gaining.
What the hell are they doing?
Come on, come on.
My jacket's caught.
Take your jacket off.
That's
Alright, look, I hate to say it.
What?
I hate to say it.
Say it.
But had that been a video game, I feel like I would have set the fucking truck on fire.
Yes.
Like it was,
Yeah.
if it was a scenario in a game.
I would be the cool, calm, collected one.
Putting the fire out, patting it.
I'll be putting the fire out that he started. And then, yeah, somehow...
I'd set the truck on fire, then drive away and blow myself up.
Or blow me up. Or both.
The fire, it's catching up.
Yes. They pulled an S.
They sure did. Why am I admitting this?
Because you know.
Oh man, they got us surrounded. Hey, I've pulled off some of my own hero moments in games.
Now he's running the gauntlet.
Yeah.
I mean, just recently, I lasted a good long while you were having all your connection issues in Killing Floor.
This plan just keeps getting derailed.
And chicken the door.
Oh, that's there.
Oh yeah.
That's there, Seagal.
It's
I'm
like,
gonna
you
kill
are
you,
dead. Oh,
Maybe
thanks
he
for the
won't-
help. I'm
maybe he
still
won't-
gonna kill you.
He won't kill me if I help him.
He's only helping them have the self-preservation.
Yeah.
But yes, as much as I hate to admit it, that was a very S moment, setting the fucking truck on fire and then driving away with it on fire.
Well, they were trying to get away from the pump, but the truck was already on fire, so... Oh.
Ooh, here we go.
I thought we were friends!
I can see myself in your head. There's that blunt phone you were talking about.
I dragged you out there and feed you those things.
Well done.
Very much.
Extra crispy.
Welcome to the barbecue.
Fucking pork roast.
I believe at the time when this was made, at that time, this was like a very controversial scene.
Was it?
Yes.
You'll see.
Intestines?
It's like, obviously compared to today's standards, but
you can really taste the smoky
liver.
flavor. Hey, does anyone have any more spleen? The way he just looks.
He looks so happy.
Yeah, exactly.
This is good. I love teenager.
so that plan derailed.
What's going on up here?
3 o'clock yet.
So all they have to do is make it to sunrise, right?
3 o'clock.
Zombies don't die at
Yeah,
sunrise.
they're not vampires.
Once the sun comes out, then they go away. That's
They bury themselves back in their caskets.
That's the rule of zombies, right? Garlic, all that.
10 minutes to
Stick in
sleep.
the heart.
Well, wasn't there something on the news about sunrise?
You know anything about this area at all?
No.
I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
I don't know. We were just trying to get to a motel before dark.
You said those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was pretty far away. Seems like we ran.
Seems like we ran for
It's at
miles.
least a mile.
Johnny has the keys.
You're gonna carry that child a mile through that army of things out there?
I can carry the kid. What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
One of those things grabbed her.
Bit her on the arm.
What's wrong?
Who knows what kind of disease those things carry? Is she conscious?
Barely.
She can't walk. She's too weak.
Well, I better go down and shoot her.
Try to get to the car.
You're gonna turn it over by yourself?
You can't start the car. Johnny has the keys.
You have a car? Where? Where is it?
You won't be able to start it.
Yeah, I know. But where is it?
That was a very sarcastic tone. This was too stringy. It wasn't done yet.
Good Lord.
Do I have some sauce on my face? Great barbecue, friend. We got to do this again sometime.
Closely by scientists at all the radiation detection stations. At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So long as this situation remains, government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All persons who die during this crisis, from whatever cause, will come back to life to seek human victims unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation.
I love that go-to back then. It's always radiation, spiders, gamma, zombies,
Godzilla.
Toxic Avengers.
Toxic Avenger.
Now let's go to that film report.
Cancer.
And the military have been organized to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls. The Survival Command Center at the Pentagon has disclosed
marauding
ghouls can be killed by a shot in the head or a heavy blow to the skull. Officials are
Man, you know this guy right there has been waiting in his like basement militia.
The plan is kill the brain and you kill the ghoul.
What do you think from the supply wagon, Gus? No, we're all right.
What the hell's he having in his hand?
Cigars?
Yeah.
Chief McClellan, how's everything going?
Oh, things aren't going too bad. Men are taking it pretty good. You want to get on the other side?
Yeah, we're out here getting some sun.
Okay. I was gonna be like, why is it sunny?
Those last three we caught trying to claw their
Or
way.
maybe it's some other part of the country.
Well, there's only 4 time zones, so if these guys are on the East Coast where the movie's taking place, these guys could be possible. It was around 8 o'clock, so these guys might be on the West Coast in California.
Yeah.
Like, they might have mentioned that it was previously recorded.
Okay. Because they were in D.C. and it was bright as day.
That is true.
Chief McClellan, how long do you think it will take you until you get the situation under control?
This movie is ruined now.
We don't know how many of them there are. We know when we find them, we can kill them.
You're ignorant.
Are they slow moving, Chief?
Shut up.
They're all messed up.
Well,
that ain't no baby.
You say you ought to be able to put this up in 24 hours?
Well, we don't really know. We know we'll be into it most of the night, probably into the early morning. We're working our way toward Willard, and we'll team up with the National Guard over there, and we'll be able to get a more definite view.
Thank you very much.
I love how all these people getting interviews. Sounds like it's just like no big deal.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, there's corpses walking around.
Yeah, people
We'll
right
shoot
up
him.
on the grade.
We'll shoot him in the head.
We're doing good. Everything's all right here.
See that Yankees game?
Uh-oh. They learned how to work circuit breakers.
Fuse box in the cellar?
I don't know.
It's Goofy, you know. He went down in the cellar like it's supposed to be like he fell, you know.
Haven't you had enough?
What?
We're dead already on account of that guy. Check
Oh, you
out
guys
that
suck.
window.
What? These zombies love rocks. Blunt force instruments.
Back to primitive.
True.
Yep.
Let us in, we've come for your daughter. How much for the women? Man, this movie is full of do nothing, no, but this guy's carrying the whole thing on his back.
He is.
I feel his pain.
Huh?
I feel his pain.
Oh, shut up. Oh, God.
Yeah.
You are not this guy, okay?
And what it's like to be in this situation.
Look, there he is. Like, oh, the gun. I can have the gun. Just like Esp.
Yep. They all just come right in and just kind of piggyback. And
Swoop in, take all the glory.
pretty much.
Classic
I'm like,
Esp.
Really?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to stay up here now? Helen, get the cellar.
I'm the big man of gun.
Get the cellar now. Move!
Is that really the time?
To grab a gun?
Well, I mean...
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, fight now.
Oh, shit.
Honestly, yeah, he pulled the gun on him.
Notice how his wife did not try to stop it either.
He's like, yeah, he's a dick.
He didn't seem all that bad, though. I mean, I understand. I kind of understand. In a situation.
You would understand, because you're him.
I thought I was the guy that set the truck on fire.
Everyone who makes a mistake is you.
You would do.
Yeah.
But
this guy.
I'm not a jackass. I'm not a dick.
But had you listened to them talking earlier, the husband and wife, she's like, we may live together.
I know, I heard that. But it won't make dying together any more enjoyable or something like that. I heard that.
Doesn't seem like they have the best of relationships.
Yes, I get that. But what I mean is, what I'm getting at is, he hasn't been, like, you made him out to be like super villainous or something. He hasn't been that bad. And why is about to...
The main character out to die.
I know, but he
pointed a gun at him.
You just yelled the whole time.
Look, she's gonna get pulled out.
Sound like
yes, he was a dick, but he didn't seem like a villain. You made him sound like a villain. Well, it's about time you jump in, lady.
It's weird how he's defending him. You know? Yeah. For anything, he's the hero.
Oh shit! Yeah. Lunchtime. Oh. I'm all better, mommy.
Oh, baby.
All better now. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shoot it to a rat?
Is that another White Zombie song?
Possibly.
I feel like it.
Are you still alive?
She won't be for long.
Fun fact, for that scene, it was they used Hershey's syrup for the blood.
They did the same thing in Psycho.
Like a white man.
That one zombie just you can't get rid of.
Oh, Johnny.
I just want to give you a hug. Oh, she's a goner. Yeah.
Johnny came to her.
So he's a sole survivor now.
Alamo.
Isn't that the original one?
Yeah. Oh,
shit. Let me take a bite.
Screw you, kid.
Now the cellar don't seem like such a bad idea.
Alamo, man.
That's what he wanted for, is a backup plan.
Oh, this is a real nice house.
I think you said that earlier.
Shut up, I can repeat my own jokes.
Ignorant.
Like, how many fucking times have you said that?
Well, stop being ignorant.
He has a point.
Just once I'd like somebody to side with me.
Not today.
Yeah, Death the Fox Goddess is in here. She'd side with me. What the hell's he trying to do? Back to my earlier point, I was actually about to talk about him. When you said he was the villain, I thought he was actually going to actively try to kill them. He didn't really seem to...
Now he's.
I mean, he was a dick, yes, and he was a coward,
He
yes.
grabbed the gun.
He was a dick and a coward, but he did not. He wasn't. I wouldn't say he was a villain. That's all I'm saying.
He's not a hero.
He was a dick and a coward. He was a doward.
You know where S stands in all this.
Or a dick word.
This happens. He's like, I can grab a gun and I'm not a villain. I can say every planet's horrible. I'm okay.
Yeah, try to turn people against each other.
I am not saying he was a great guy. I'm not saying he was a hero.
It's a fine
All I'm saying is that he wasn't the villain.
I'm just saying I understand him. I would do it too.
I'm not saying I would do it. I'm just saying you said early on in the movie when he first came out, meet the hero's villain or something like that.
Or said meet the villain.
Yeah, meet the villain. Meet the hero's villain. Meet the villain.
The hero's villain. Who else's villain will he be?
What I mean is that.
Just stop.
Yeah. You're just thinking right. It's so good.
Go on a tour of the house. See, it's daylight and they're gone. Right?
Just like vampires.
Reverse vampires?
Oof. We're through the looking glass here, people. That helicopter looks like one of those bugs that glides across the water.
Zomboids.
They do move in herds. Fun fact, they were actually searching for a missing corpse when they filmed this, and it's just stock footage. This is an actual police investigation video.
It's not a real fun fact, he's lying.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just like a villain would. It's the same damn place. When they shot that interview.
Yes, it was shot locally.
I just realized that. Huh.
It was the local chief.
Hey, Vince, Al, you want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs? There's a house over here behind those trees. We want to go check it out. You go here, Bill.
Yeah, Chief, we're going to stay with it till we meet up with the National Guard.
Where'd you get the coffee?
One of the volunteers, you're doing all the work, you take it.
Thank you. We should be wrapped up here about 3 or 4 more hours.
Everybody's smoking.
Yeah, man, it was the 60s.
National Guard. Nick, you and the rest of these men want to come with me?
Well, Bill, check in the office, see what's happening. All right, Steve, tell them we're going to stay with it, and everything appears to be under control.
Check out that high-tech portable camera.
Last man standing.
He's dying.
He's not standing.
He's made it through the night.
Damn, he deserves to live after all he went through. Get no help from nobody. Oh God, they've learned to use guns.
And drive.
They need you
Station
down there by
wagon.
the barn. Guys, follow the wagon down. I only need a few men to check out the house.
There's the truck.
Somebody had a cookout here, Vince. Yeah, it sure looks like it, Tom.
Cookout.
Yeah, I don't know why I would grab its face, but
Oh, my face.
Nick, Tony, Steve, you want to get out in that field and build me a bonfire?
Hello.
You, drag that out of here and throw it on the fire. Nothing down here. All right, go ahead down and give him a hand. Let's go check out the house. There's something there. I heard a noise. All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right?
Oh, no. Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
No way.
Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire.
Now that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I was actually wondering if he was gonna meet like a fucked up, untimely demise.
I didn't want to say anything. Meat hooks.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Oh. Now that's fucked up. That poor. I feel legit bad for that guy.
Yeah. He made it through tonight.
I know,
He did
man.
all that
He did
work.
all the work. Calm, collected, badass, and exactly what he said was gonna happen happened.
Average Joe. Just
And he exactly what he said was gonna happen happened. We'll hunker down here, and they'll come for us. There'll be a rescue.
Where he end up?
I mean, they could clearly see him. Obviously, they saw him holding a gun.
It was the 60s, man.
It was all a setup. Pause it for a moment. Or is
Just
there
barking orders, just like that villain.
we can. This is a very short cast.
Yeah,
Let it go
it's
on
about
any discussion we can do after.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well.
But.
Aw, look.
Yeah.
Toss on the fire.
Like I said, the cast is practically over. So. Oh,
That is.
They finally got the zombie original.
Yeah. Right
Man,
next to the
I feel
zombie.
legit bad for him.
Special thanks.
Hey, Randy, light these torches over here. Back, way in the back.
Man, the original end after credit scene.
Night of Living Dead.
Transitioning to Dawn of the Dead.
That poor,
That's
poor
it.
bastard.
Now, top 10 things. Alright, so.
I liked it a lot, but fuck, I feel bad for that guy, man. That poor dude.
Yeah.
Dude kept level head and everything, you know, stayed calm, collected, didn't lose his head, carried the whole fucking movie, and then he just gets killed unceremoniously like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a pain in the ass part. It's up there with the ending for me in Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
It's up there. It's like, god damn it.
I definitely got the Birds vibe from. I think this came before the Birds, right? Did it?
Of course it did.
They're both from the '60s. The Birds is from the '60s, I believe.
Oh, the Birds. I thought you were saying the Burbs with Tom Hanks.
Yeah, no.
Yes, I got a very the Burbs feel from this.
You mentioned the Burbs earlier.
I did, but I said I get a very. Why would I get a Burbs feeling from this?
I don't know. It's you were talking about.
Why the fuck would I get?
Anyway,
This is you were talking about, but yes, go on. Get your point.
Well, I wanted to know if this came before the Birds.
This is a Google question.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay.
Google.
My phone's over there. I don't want to get it. So who else has a phone?
Mine's dead.
It's like 4 feet away. I'll get my phone. You look up the.
I don't have my phone's dead. Anyway.
Well, anyway, I feel like maybe if this was made prior to, if this was made prior to the Birds, I feel like Hitchcock probably drew some inspiration because I definitely got a feel from that.
You say that, but why do you say that?
I say it because
black and white.
No,
Okay.
The Birds wasn't in black and white. The Birds was not in black and white. It was not in black and white. So for any of our audience, they're actually looking at me like, oh, cockeyed
because you're ignorant.
The Birds came out in 1963. Let's see.
This says 68.
So this was 60. So maybe this drew some inspiration from the Birds, because just the fact it was the deadliness in numbers and the fact that they kind of hunker down in a location for the most part, and just kind of have to fend off the attacks of these beasts, for lack of a better word. I don't know. Just the feel of it. I got a feel of the Birds, and then how there was the broadcast of this, and they're trying to figure it out. There's, seems like that in the Birds. So I kind of got that vibe from it. So I wonder if this had some inspiration from the Birds. But I really liked it. It was a real good movie.
This says the movie that technically started it all. Granted, yes, the movie White Zombie predates this one, but this was like the modern.
This is a zombie everyone knows.
Yeah. This is the one that basically created the zombie genre.
Yes, this is the zombie you know today is based from here.
Yes.
But yes, the Birds is not black and white.
This is a very controversial because the character Ben being African American, especially at that time, it was very edgy to have
a black leading man.
Correct.
Yeah.
Also, he slapped that woman.
Then kind of kicking the crap out of the other guy, so it's like that was very, very edgy at that time.
Well, it's like Nicholas Zombie said earlier. I wonder if they did actually see him and they just shot him right there at the end.
Yeah, you don't know.
It's a really good movie. I liked it a lot. Every time I see the ending, it's like, God damn it.
Yeah, the ending's such a downer.
It is, man. I was like, no. When I saw him draw the gun and he said, shoot him right in the head, I was like, no.
Yeah. We made it through all
feel
that.
so bad.
Yeah, he made it through everything.
Yeah.
All that. He survived just to get shot in the head.
When he sits down and he's like, wiping the sweat from his brow and shit, and then goes. He's the one that volunteers to go out, survives that shit on the outside, comes back, struggles with the Cooper, the bald-headed guy.
Yeah.
All of that, and then just an unceremonious ending.
Not a happy ending.
No. Well, you say you don't like movies with happy endings.
I don't.
Why not? A movie can still be good and have a happy ending.
No.
Most movies have happy endings.
I know.
So you don't like most movies?
Endings.
Shut up. You're ignorant.
But
that's my shtick.
No, it's not. Your shtick is the baby.
I got multiple shticks.
You don't have a shtick.
Multiple name, multiple shticks.
You know what my shtick is, right?
No, we don't have time.
You know what my shtick is?
No.
We're talking about Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead.
Yes.
Cinematic classic.
It is.
But we'll see what we can do in the future, depending on how this is.
If there's enough likes and comments,
we'll see what other public domain movies we can find to comment on, critique, and whatnot.
To watch, sit down, and say stuff every once in a while.
But I enjoyed that a lot. It was fun. As much as I hate to admit it, it was fun watching it with you, Doofs.
How ignorant.
what a jerk. But yeah, no, I really did enjoy that quite a bit. I'm glad I finally got to see the classic.
Yes, like I said, we were saying that this is pretty much the movie that started the whole zombie genre. George Romero,
I've never seen White Zombie.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
as long as you listen to White Zombie.
Yes.
I didn't even know that was a band.
Get out. Just get out.
This isn't your house.
Get out.
No. At any rate, with that, I think we're gonna wrap up Oddities and Endtrails. It's been a fun month. We've played Outlast, Amnesia, Cry of Fear, Corpse Party. We'll probably see
Killing Floor.
Killing Floor.
We learned a lot.
Grim Fandango. 7
Grew a
days.
lot.
We grew as people. Learned to live. Learned to love.
Learned to die.
Learned to bleed.
And then there's you.
What?
And then there's you.
What is that?
Ignorant.
Shut up with that. God.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yes.
Happy
indeed.
Halloween. Thank you for joining us.
And stay tuned for Oddities and Endtrails next year as well. We will be back.
What are we doing for Thanksgiving?
I don't know yet. Actually, now that you mentioned that, for anybody watching, I'll probably make a formal announcement about this. I will actually be absent for the month of November for business-related reasons, for lack of a better term. But we'll talk about that later.
To disappear for a while.
Yeah, I need to disappear for a while.
This planet needs him.
I need to go. My planet needs me. But I'll make a comeback to save the day, just like Captain Marvel.
No.
Yes, that's what I always do.
No, that's why you're just gonna pop in for 2 minutes and leave again.
Hey.
2 minutes is all I'll need.
That's what she said.
Oh, I don't think that's what she said. I don't think at all.
On that note, if you like what you saw, be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Leave a comment below.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know if you liked our little viewing show here of Night of the Living Dead.
Movie night on Odds and Ends Gaming.
Yes.
I think that'll wrap it up.
Bye, everybody.
And have a happy Halloween.
Yes, happy Halloween. Have a good one, everyone.